So we're at the
Black Tiger Fair. Jacking black the blackjack, sipping on black tea. I'm laughing at the black only brings about peace. In the black fever, in all the past
Are we putting this back or this is Oh my God, we're not. I'm never ready. OMG! You are here with me, the conservative poor. Thank you, thank you. Now tonight is going to be a little different. So, okay, listen, y'all know I ain't even with the baby. We still want to go the line, still getting it together. The minor side.
No complexities, the power of the mind, far exceeding. Shows black and white, the only angle worth feeding. Gray, brown.
There you go. See, we're getting it.
Cardi B. Oh, thank you for my hearts. Okay, so y'all already know this is the conservative whore, and I am no LFA. I am everywhere. Y'all need to be theconservativewhore.com. You guys need to share the cast right now. This is a really, really special cast, okay? And we'll probably do 2 parts of it, but I want you guys, like I said, to share everything. Now, this episode is about the LGBT community, and we will be talking to author Brendan Ortiz. We will also have Miss Marie in the house with her husband, as she calls him. We'll explain what that is. And I did not say husband, I said husband, okay? But the reason that we're having this is crazy because we do our shows a week in advance or a month in advance, and it's just the tragedy that happened in Florida, the massacre, has really hit home in a lot of different ways. Now, we won't talk about that right now, but we are going to get into it. First and foremost, let me say to everybody out there in Facebook land, in YouTube land, in Instagram land, thank you. I love you. Okay, I'm going to shout out my North Carolina. I thank everybody that is supporting my movement and my brand. I've been out since 2008, and I can't be there without y'all. So go ahead and share the cast, give me hearts, and we are going to get into a very serious topic. Now, usually I don't give y'all rules, but these are the rules for tonight. Do not be disrespectful. Y'all know I don't even play that. I don't do that. We want to respect everybody's comments, everybody's views. Say what you want and say how you feel, but y'all know I got to go to rule now. Y'all know I'm a conservative whore, okay? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. If you cannot be mature, y'all already know I believe in, guess what? Shutting the F up. Y'all know I'm working on my potty mouth. I'm trying. Y'all see I got this mic tonight. Oh, shoot, I feel like I can do a stand-up copy or anything, but I'm not, okay? I've never had a mic before. Oh, and a really big announcement for everybody out there. Tag your bloggers. We are being produced tonight by the one and only Tony Stills of Forever Infinite Productions. I told y'all don't wait, okay? Y'all can sit there and sleep and keep stalking me in private on Facebook, and I told y'all my PR feed y'all anyway. But thank you. I love y'all too. I don't have any haters. I have nothing but lovers, okay? So, God didn't tell me I couldn't talk on the mic no more. Oh, he didn't tell me something is wrong. Okay, I'm back. Y'all know I'm dramatic. Keep with the program. Anyway, so as I was, I think it's, y'all know how to work a mic.
Maybe you press it.
You keep pressing it off and on.
Yep. It's, hello.
Speak into the mic.
It's me you're looking for. All right, so seriously, guys, like I said, over the weekend, 49 people, as we know right now, 50. Lost 50. If we count up to 50,
53 people got injured.
50 people are dead, and 53 have been injured. I have not been up to date as far as any new developments in that story, but basically what happened is a hitman came into a club and decided to just go buck crazy. Now, we have a lot of different views or reasons why this happened. A lot of people are saying, oh, everybody needs to be divided, but this show is not about division. Okay, first of all, it's going to be about awareness. And my first guest, Mr. Brendan Ortiz, author of Pretty Boy with the House in Virginia, a book about his very, 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 very early adventures or experience in the community, how it came about. This book is on Amazon. So first and foremost, Mr. Ortiz, tell them where they can find you.
Oh, you,
Tell them.
okay, let's speak into the mic.
Speaking to the mic.
You guys can find me on Instagram at Brendan Ortiz. You also can find me on Snapchat at Brendan Ortiz. At Periscope at the only Brendan Ortiz. You guys can book me at everything Brendan Ortiz at gmail.com. You guys can purchase The Pretty Boy with the House in Virginia, The Resurrection, on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Kindle, Nook, iTunes, audiobook. It's all over. Anywhere a book can be purchased, you can purchase it.
Now, when I first came upon this book, first of all, let me give you a little history. Me and Brendan have known each other since, I think, when did you come out? 07, 08?
Like
Yes.
09.
Oh, 09, okay. I was doing Girl Talk and I came across him because he was dealing with a young lady, and he stood out to me more than the young lady that was leading him. I ain't gonna throw no shade today, okay? But his story was amazing because at that time, how old were you, Brendan?
I was 19.
He was 19 when I met him, and he was 19. You know what he was saying? I'm 19 and I have HIV. And that was very serious because not only did he have HIV, but he is gay. And let me clear this up because I don't really like to use the term gay. I don't mind saying homosexual because a lot of people get terms confused, okay? Now, if you're an older white lady and you from South Carolina, a homosexual means two of the same sex, okay? So a lot of people may get offended when I break it down. I'm sorry, if you fucking a man and a woman, guess what, boo? You're not gay, and I'm not going to call you that. We're going to get in that too. I don't care what you say now. This is the time to share this Twitter. Share it on Periscope. I'm about to get it in because we have a lot of issues within the gay community and outside the gay community because we're ignorant, okay? I'm ignorant too, and that's why I have these people on my cast to educate me so when I talk shit, at least I talk shit and I know what the hell I'm talking about. Now, going back to Brendan, like I said, at 19, he was HIV positive, and let me tell y'all something. If I didn't have any courage before, this is where I got my courage, because here, like I said, this 19-year-old boy, he's gay, he's a black man, okay? Never take that away from any homosexual man. Don't ever get confused that he is not a man, okay? I'll say it again. Just because he's a homosexual man in my eyes does not mean he is not a man. So, we're going to get on with Brendan. Like I said, how old are you now, Brendan?
I'm 26 years old.
Jesus, I'm getting old. Okay, I'm getting old. 26. Don't he look good, y'all? Now, this is why I said, this is why I said what I said. Now, what does HIV look like? Because you don't know. You think you know. You think you're going to see somebody all messed up. You don't even know, because we used to say they were skinny. But let me tell you, I know a whole lot of fat motherfuckers, okay? But he looks good. So we've already knocked out one thing. Oh, thank you for them hearts. We've already knocked out one myth already. And we ain't even 5-6 minutes into the show. We've knocked out one myth. You do not know what HIV or AIDS look like. So you can stop discriminating, okay? I love it. Give me those hearts. I can't see what you're saying because I can't see what you're saying. I think they're going to let me know what you guys are saying in a few minutes. I can't see because, it's, like I said, it's a different broadcast, so I can't commentate, but I promise that I will get with you. So, like I said, you can stop discriminating. So, if I know you or you know somebody, after tonight, you can say, I was on the Conservative Horror Show with Noah LaFay, and she told me I can no longer go around lying with this myth talking about I know what HIV and AIDS look like, because you don't. Now, all right, high five on that. That's right. High five. High five, darn it. You don't know what a whore looks like either. So, like I said, he had this wonderful book, and what made you even write this book?
I actually wrote the book because I was going to commit suicide. I actually wrote the book because I was going to commit suicide. After dealing with my mother's death from cancer at 16 years old, and then my father committing suicide when I was 19, and then newly diagnosed, and then actually finding out that my brother was in a motorcycle accident. So having to lose my whole immediate family, I was like, what's this?
In the whole year?
No, it was in between 2006 and 2010.
Right,
so
when you came out with the book.
Yeah, exactly. Right around the same time I came out with the book. So when finding that out, it was just like I wanted to give up my life also.
Okay.
but it wasn't meant for me to give it up for some reason. Like I just kept
Wow.
writing and writing and writing, and the book developed. It just came out of nowhere, literally.
So let's. I mean, I really don't need a mic, because y'all know I like to show off and stuff. So this is fancy to me, honey. Let me tell you something. Don't not say on the mic. The producer's looking at me like this is crazy. It gets crazy. No, but seriously, now let's go back, because you said, I don't know if you guys caught that your dad committed suicide. Did you say that?
Yes.
And you said your mom.
She passed away from cervical cancer.
Okay, and your brother.
And my brother had a tragic motorcycle accident.
So, all of these things, and then you decided to come out. And had you, at the time of your parents' death and your brother's death, had they known that you were gay? Had you expressed that to them?
I told my mother on her deathbed that I was having feelings for the same sex.
Okay.
At that time, she told me that she already knew that I was gay
Right.
from birth.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool. You
Okay.
accept it, you dying. Thank you. I appreciate your wishes, and you want me to, your blessings,
Okay.
as I should say. And my father had a rough time with it. He was in denial, but
He was alive. He was. How long between? And I do understand that these things are personal. You let me know if you don't want to talk. You just like give me 2 fingers or something. Okay. How long was the time period from when your father passed from when you guys had the conversation that you were gay?
I actually brung someone to his house.
Just like that?
Yeah, I'm bold. You know these Capricorns is bold. So anyway, I brought him to I brought someone to my father's house. I was actually staying with my father during the Christmas holiday.
Okay.
And
How old were you?
I was 17, and we was in Detroit at the time because that's where my father lived.
Okay.
I brought this guy that I met in the mall to my father's house to come chill, and then we was bringing me to the movie theater. My father wanted to meet this person that I knew in Detroit, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. So I, told my father, well, this is someone that I'm going on a date with. And from there, like, he was shocked, but he loved me so much that he didn't know if he wanted to disown me or still love me.
How did he treat you physically? Did he stop saying hello? Because we have a lot of these movies that portray, and I'm bringing this up for these parents that have 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds and babies that you knew since they was 8-year-old. Because it happens, okay? What did he, if he did he stop loving you? Was it different did he stop saying hi in the morning? And I know I said it funny, but I'm serious, because they got these babies out here thinking this is why people think they need to come out the goddamn closet. I'm always trying to figure out what closet you coming out and why the hell you coming out. I don't goddamn understand. Like he said, his mama, she know her damn baby. So what makes it that the movies want to portray that these kids have to hide what they think they are? And like I said that because if you follow me on any of the channels, I said to you, you don't know what it looks like. And I always say when I talk about these issues, what are they coming out for? They're no different. I hate that we have to fight for gay rights because we got black rights, we got civil rights, we got other shit to fight for. You and me is the same. I think we bleed different. Do you bleed rainbows or something?
Man, cut me.
Let me see. I mean, you shit rainbows? I don't know. I didn't know that they were aliens in a whole nother.
They agreeing with you.
Okay.
In the chat room.
Thank you in the chat room. Y'all love me. But I'm serious. We have to stop this thing of coming out because it distracts us from the real problems. It might not be. Now, this is a young man. He told you, 17. He came out to his father, and it wasn't a problem in his home that he was gay. Okay? Now, not in his home, but maybe in somebody else's home. The problem ain't that Shorty is gay. The problem is that his father has just a drinking problem. Okay? But what we do is we mask gayness, and we mask this, and we make it such a big deal. It's not a big deal, and I'm sorry. I'm not going to allow. Now, just, y'all know I'll be going back and forth. We're going to dispel another myth and lie that's going out. This was not the worst massacre in Orlando. Rest in peace to all of those families, and nobody should have to lose their life after having a night of party. But let me tell you something. I will not allow you to say that was the most devastating, most horrific crime in America. Not the day on the conservative floor. We won't do that. What I will say is we need to stop using the LGBT community to come up. We need to stop using them for every hate crime. That we need to stop using them. But what I want the gay community, some of them and not all of them, stop allowing yourself to be used. Nobody has to know who you are fucking. And I have to say that. If there's babies in the house, tell them it's sex. Okay, let me tell you something. I come from an age of probably 1942. If that man upstairs was having sex with another man, you didn't know, your mama didn't know, your grandmama knew, but guess what? Ain't nobody dare open their mouth. They did not say anything into the hole. You never seen me with a man or a woman. You might have said, your grandma might have been in there with your aunt.
My question. Okay, so why?
And Jay Boogie says they are not the enemy. We are standing in our own way.
That's right. We are. Now, what were you saying, Brandon?
All right, I understand what you're saying.
Right.
But my question to you is, being a heterosexual woman, why are you more trophy-like to be able to show for yourself and your partner around in the city? Why can't I do the same thing? Why wouldn't
Who
I?
said you couldn't?
No, you're saying that we shouldn't put it out there like that.
No, what I'm saying is you don't have to put your sexuality out there like that, because that's how America views you. I don't care if you out with two women, because you have women, you can go to some places and there are two women, there are two men, and nobody cares about that. But you know what happens? Oh, somebody's saying something? What?
Too loud.
Too loud? The mic, I don't know how to turn it down. But what happens is we look at you and we're looking at the sex part. Nobody's seeing the love. And we are not seeing the love because we're only taught the sex. The only reason, let's be real, the only reason people are focusing on gay people is because they fucking are the same sex.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So guess what? You can be with your best friend, and that's why I was saying they did not know back in the day. You could only assume because men and women were with their partners every day. They went to work together, and guess what? Nobody knew, okay? And it's not because nobody didn't have to know, but it's not what you do, it's how you do. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. You should be, and you should. I would never tell anybody, oh, don't go out. Now, don't get me wrong. Things have changed. Just like women couldn't wear jeans. No, you couldn't kiss in the street. But guess what? Nobody could kiss in the street. Nobody could kiss in the street. Men couldn't wear skirts, and women couldn't wear pants. So a lot of times what happens is we have gotten to a fact because, number one, some of us, our parents are rooted in that. So therefore, we keep with these traditions and we keep with how it's supposed to be. But in reality, it's just about discreetness. As a heterosexual female, did I say that right? Because I ain't never in my life said that word. I never said that. Did I say that right? So what I would say is, as a heterosexual female, I don't need to let you know what I'm doing with the person I'm walking down the street with. Even if it's an affection, because you know what? Especially if I'm really drunk, I'm all over my best friend. And I ain't never licked her cooch a day in my life. I ain't never thought about it. Okay, some women, I see their boobs, and I'm like, God damn. But that's what it is. So it's not that, like I said, when we're portraying babies, and I told you we're going to hit all topics, when they depict the movies, they always pick it that the parents disown the babies. And that's not true. It don't have to happen like that. Because it doesn't have to be a problem, okay? It doesn't have to be a problem going into, when did you know?
When I was like 16.
16, not at 8, not at 4?
Mm-mm.
What do you feel about the parents that you see the Facebook post and the ladies, the baby is 4 and she just said her baby don't want to be a girl. She got a whole bunch of brothers and she run around all day long, so I just figured I'm going to cut her hair and now her name is no longer Tilly, it's Tom, and that's because she wants to be gay.
How do I feel about that?
How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I am an educator. I work at a school.
Okay.
So we have a lot of kids who I teach 4th and 5th graders.
Okay. Age range of 4th and 5th graders?
4th graders are anywhere from 9 to 12, depending if they got left back or if anything happened.
Okay.
And we have 3 girls who identify themselves as lesbians because they feel like that's who they were supposed to, that's who they want to be with when they grow up.
Okay.
And they feel like they're a guy.
Okay.
So, at the end of the day, I feel like if that's what you feel, and if that's who you are, then accept who you are and embrace it. I always tell everyone to embrace who they are.
But
I'm not judgmental. Don't get me wrong. Like, we're gonna get into other topics where you're gonna hear the ignorance out of Brendan Ortiz. But at the same time, yes, I do have ignorance. Like everyone is ignorant to a topic. Everyone is closed-minded to a topic. Everyone has an opinion that is not always stated as a fact. At the end of the day, like I said, I accept the children, and let them be who they are. And at the end of the day, they may not be a lesbian, and they may not be a part of the LGBT community when they're 20 or 20, 30. But let them identify and find out, and let them embrace, because then that makes the person, when they are an adult, embrace everyone.
Okay.
They're not closed-minded. So these hate crimes won't happen.
But do you feel at 4 they know?
They don't know.
Okay, that's it.
Just like I thought I wanted to be a nurse. What am I now? A teacher and an author.
Baby, I'm sure you healed somebody.
Nah, I healed them.
You might heal somebody.
Yes,
You might
baby,
heal
it's
somebody.
hot.
It's hot in here. That's because
The
y'all.
producer said turn the AC off.
Well, we don't. Hey, give me some hearts if you can hear me really well without the mic. Give me hearts. You can? Okay. So we don't. We
Yeah,
don't
We got a lot of hearts.
I love you guys. Really quick. How many minutes have we been into the show? Before we take a little break, which my little breaks are different. Oh, y'all forgot my Lamisol. Jesus.
What?
Lamisol. You know my sponsors is Lamisol.
Uh-huh.
So, really quick, before we take a break, this is the question I want to go into. Remember, we got off topic, but the question is, do you think a child can be gay at 4? I have with me our next special guest. I call her Auntie Marie. All right. But this is Miss Marie and her husband. Okay. That is spelled HERSBAND. No, Ella, you always coming up with these words. I didn't come up with that. Auntie Marie came up with that. Gosh. And she is here with her wife, her husband, and they have been together how many years?
10.
Right. And as a same-sex couple, they are also raising children. So I asked them because, let me tell y'all something. We had a show a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, and I said, I want to know. Now, y'all know I ain't fake, okay? I'm not one of those, I'm going to be hush-hush because I didn't have these type of guests a month ago. So, what?
They have a congratulations from Gibbs Truth.
Arthur Gibbs is also in the LGBT community, and we will get into her book a little bit as well. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. I really appreciate it, and I know when I look back on the replay, I'm going to answer all of you guys' comments, and I'm going to tell you how you can find out what I said directly to you. But as I was saying, they are raising children. In my last episodes, I had the question, do you, as a same-sex couple, how are you raising your kids? Are you raising them to be gay or straight or what?
Well, we're raising him to be who he is.
Okay.
Whether that be boy, girl, frog, dog.
Okay.
It's what you feel you want to be.
Okay.
There's no pressure. There's no, you're a faggot because you cried today, and you're a hard boy tomorrow because you punched a boy in the face.
Okay.
You're who you are.
Okay.
And however it turns out, we're going to love him to the fullest, no matter how it turns out.
Right. So,
But we're not the influencement. We're not there for that.
Okay.
We're there for the love, the support, the not the mother, father,
okay.
the adult figure.
Right.
To guide you through whatever it is that you
that?
can't see,
An adult
to
figure.
guide yourself through.
Okay.
That's why we're there.
How do you, has it ever come up that you have to explain the situation?
Only one situation, because I'm grandma
Okay.
to him,
Okay.
but he wanted to know what to be call her.
Okay.
And the answer was, you call her whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Okay.
And he chose to call her by name, Rebel.
Okay.
And it's been accepted for 10 years.
Okay.
And we live by that. And he's not fruity because of us.
Okay.
He's not feminine because of us.
Okay. Okay.
And he actually feels like he's the man of this house.
Okay.
Because
But
he
he
lives
ain't.
with 2 women.
Y'all heard
But she calls, but
Nah, ain't listen.
okay.
But he
But
ain't.
she calls him my daddy.
Right. Right.
Because when daddy speaks, mommy listens. She says that.
Y'all know how I feel about my dad.
Exactly.
Y'all know how I feel about my
But
dad.
we don't put no strain on him because he is a 12-year-old kid coming up. We felt he needed his space, so that we gave him because he needed to be in touch with himself.
Okay.
To know who he want to be later on.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So that's what we did do. But he's a growing, handsome young man, and he went out on his first date today to the movies with a girl.
I think
Okay.
I think I know about that.
Yes, he did.
So that's funny. You know, I think I know about that, but that's a whole nother show. You know, y'all know I'm talking about them damn kids, how they be swindling. They be doing it. But before we go any further, you know, we're gonna take a little breather. I'm gonna fake it, like I'm gonna just cover the screen because I'm she's blushing. Somebody has a question?
Yeah, we do have a question from at Candy Cane. She wants to know, does all lesbian women date women that look like men?
No, actually.
Wait, hold on. Excuse me.
Can I answer that?
But no, I just want to ask her. I just want to say this one thing. Y'all know I be getting confused.
All right, please let me
So
answer.
what you confused about?
Let me answer this.
No, wait, because I want to hear her confusion.
Where's your confusion?
Say that again. I got to get the rebate. Y'all know I got the process for y'all answer these questions. Say it again. What was the question?
She wants to know, does all lesbian women date women that look like men?
Okay, I would like to answer that
So the
because
AG woman.
my thing is, and I say this to my husband, I find it
I like
very,
that, hers.
I find it very sexy and very attractive that two feminine women are walking down the street and you can't figure out who plays what part because everyone doesn't have to know what goes on behind closed doors. I mean, I chose this because this is what I'm attracted to. But Brett, me,
Yeah, we all live.
maybe I'll fix my word right.
Oh, we all live.
My husband, but at the same at the same token, if she had on high heels and a skirt, I would have been just as attracted to her. You know, so no, all women do not have to date.
walking down the street together.
All women do not have to
The audience,
date
we have an
another woman that looks hard. No, I don't prefer a shaved head. I'm attracted to the female organs. The breasts, the cooch, the fatty, the smile, the sensitivity. And when you start looking like a man, you take all of that from that. So no, I would prefer the sensitivity. Even though my husband maybe looks more mannish than the average woman, she's more sensitive than the average white girl walking around with her skirt and her bow tie and her briefcase. Believe it or not.
I thought I had a weed, y'all. I forgot I had a scarf.
She said thank you for your honesty.
Okay, so this is my. Let me answer that question. So basically, you don't go for the girly girl. Have you ever been attracted to the girl?
No, I'm attracted to the girly girl.
But a
I
girly
think
girl
it's
that looks like a guy.
sexy. Not necessarily. It's just that's the person that I winded up being
Right.
with.
Okay. So.
But I do
I just have to say,
find
I'm not trying to be funny.
please.
I'm very sexy. I find it very
Sure.
sexy that two women with skirt and high heels on, and I tell my husband that all the time. I think that's sexy. That's a turn on to me.
I asked
Who
that.
giving the dick?
We both can be given it, but it's neither
I asked that.
nor.
Listen, I asked that because
That's
like I said,
that's the thing
I
about
told y'all this
wondering.
is
Sorry,
this is
that's
okay.
the thing about wondering. You don't have to know what goes on behind closed doors. You
Well,
understand?
I mean, this is why we'll get into the transgender. This is why this is one of our hot topic. Do you have to? Is it a big deal that everybody knows if you having surgery? But that's a little bit later. But like I said, I wanted to get the question because we have it, and this is where we need a clarification. A lesbian. What is your definition of a lesbian? Because we have some lesbians or pretending lesbians. In my eyes, you are. Let me just let her answer, because y'all know I'm getting into a whole bunch of shit with my mouth.
So can I answer?
What's the pretending?
Okay, this is
What
what
is
I feel.
it?
Okay, a lesbian in my definition is someone who's strictly into another female. But then you have what we call bisexuals,
Oh,
who
can we
are-
talk about
We
that?
will,
'Cause
we
I
will.
do not
Okay,
believe
hold
in
on,
bisexuality.
me to
because I said that
finish?
earlier.
Yeah.
But I just want you to answer the lesbian part, and
Okay.
I want
A
you to
lesbian
tell-
is someone who's into just and only another woman, the same sex.
Now, do you feel that that lesbian is the same as a woman that has been with a man at some point in her life and is now strictly with women, or are you in the same lane as a lesbian who has never ever been with a man? Is there a difference?
I find, yes, there is a difference.
Okay.
And I find that out of 100 women, you might only find 10 that have never been with a man in their life. That's A.
Okay.
And B, I believe that I've known women that been with men, and once they decide that they're going to be with a woman, yes, you can be a straight lesbian, because I'm living proof of that.
Okay.
I
And when
have
you
4
say
children.
okay,
And I've
this
been
is
with
the
a
reason.
man.
I know. I love shock y'all. And this is the reason why I asked that, so
Go
that
ahead.
we can get into that. But like I said, because I don't really, don't you, brother? You can talk about me, but I'm definitely gonna put the screen over the thing. We want to take a little break. Okay, we want to take a little break so people can go to the bathroom.
Learning some
We
lesbian
want
shit.
to let
About
people
to
go
be
to
a
the bathroom
lesbian.
and do what they're doing and go on to the next. So, and I'm
I
going
feel
to
about
probably
that.
do a little playback, so maybe I can answer
Good
some
or
of your
bad?
questions.
Bisexual
But do me a
equals disease,
favor,
baby.
share the cast, bloggers, tell all of your friends, all of you video vixens, all of y'all need to get up on what's going on. We got a whole league of conservative whores. So we will be right back. Okay. Oh, you guys are giving me so much love. Thank you so much. And I know I can't, like I said, I can't really see you guys like usually because we have more guests, but this is what the Hot Summer Sessions are about. You are watching The Conservative Whore. I am Noella Faye, author and creator. This is a Forever Infinite production with our special guests, Auntie Marie and Rebel, and Mr. Brendan Ortiz, author and activist, pretty boy with the House of Virginia. We'll be back.
Yes. PP time. Stretch your legs out. Get your feet off the leather. Get your ass off the leather. So, that's the first half, and we will be back. I told you it was a 2-hour show, so we are going to be mixing it up. And we'll be back soon. So make sure you come back. Tony, don't